Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here with Lessons in Magecraft number 10, Necromancy. So, yeah, I know it's been a week or so since I've uploaded this just because I had to go out of town, and I wasn't able to really upload much. So, yeah, really, I might actually have this pre-recorded, because yeah, I'm doing that again and going somewhere else. So, yeah, I won't be able to really record for another week. But yeah, I will try and at least have some more videos ready and pre-recorded. So yeah, this one might be one of those that maybe upload on like Sunday or something, because today is July the 3rd. So, I would upload today, but there's something else that popped up. So yeah, I just uploaded that instead. But yeah, let's just see what we can learn about Necromancy today. So if you guys will enjoy this, make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, just get this reaction started.
Took what they gave me, did all the favors, they never repay me. It worked in my favor, cause nobody
brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them my clothes, no starch, please. Soon as you can go leave. Got M's in the bank like yes, indeed. Cartier glasses, I won't even Pikachu. Yellow Ferrari like Pikachu. I got him waiting and watching what he gon' do. Tryna pee what I do, tryna steal my move. 500 for a new pair of tennis shoes, the same price.
In our previous lesson, I spoke of familiars, the
So
creatures
yeah, we
that
learned
do a
about the
mage's bidding.
familiars, so
Death can
yeah,
sometimes
definitely
play a
learn
key
more
role in the
about those,
construction
or
of
at
a
least know
familiar.
more
So I feel that now would be
about
a prime
it.
opportunity to continue the theme. Today, I wish to speak of the thaumaturgical branch known as necromancy. This will serve as one paradigm of many through which we can understand the life of mages, what it truly takes to succeed as one, and at what cost. About death. Even for mages, the concept of death can be haunting. Mages, while they do not always show it, have those they care for and love. Only the
Yeah,
most
always
cold
got
and
someone like
calculating of
that.
them have no affection whatsoever for the living. Even so, from a practical standpoint, death is far from a person's end. After all, a human is the synthesis of body, mind, and soul, making death nothing more than a separation of these components. The body that is left behind from death has many uses. Even without the soul's presence, a corpse retains residual mana and can be utilized as a material in thaumaturgical processes.
Oh,
Such as
so
necromancy,
the
practice
mana's
of
still there. It's
processing
not
and
like it
manipulating
passes
corpses of
on,
the
I
dead.
guess.
Mages who choose this path effectively preside over death, embracing a cold life of solitude and darkness. While most mages seek their own self-preservation, necromancers have incentive to put their own lives on the line. They are at their most proficient in places drenched in human death, and what better place to find death en masse than a battlefield, which is guaranteed to be strewn with corpses by combat's end.
Oh, and yeah, that's a lot of mana too. Yeah, okay. So it's not like the mana, goes with them or anything. It's like, yeah, apparently still in their bodies. Well, actually, yeah, just like their blood, because even though you're dead, it's not like your blood's completely gone, like at that instant,
Albeit dangerous, this proves ideal.
or just other things,
Primarily, necromancers will turn fallen bodies into their own minions as zombified familiars. These can be enhanced through Magecraft, granting them different tiers of strength and intelligence. Other times, necromancers opt to restructure corpses to form threatening monsters. These bodies needn't merely be human either. Phantasmal beasts and animals are also quite viable. Even so, there is always the chance that an undead familiar may turn on its master. The bodies of the dead remain with traits inherited from their time alive, such as anger or regret, which serve as a double-edged sword of sorts. Thus, in preparation, necromancers must be prepared to slay their own creations. Arguably, a safer approach would be to convert corpses into inventive and unique mystic codes, or tools that a mage can keep in their arsenal. This is what the famed necromancer Fate FGO is known for. In his case, though, beyond just tools, Kyrie turns the dead into his very weapons, taking an even more direct role in combat. His case is far from a celebratory one, unfortunately. As you've learned in previous lessons, mage families often struggle to keep their lineage alive over generations, and this becomes even more difficult when mages relocate far from their ancestors. Such is the case for Kyrie's family, who moved from the Far East and suffered a major decline in mana potency. Despite this, Both Kairi and his father Toki were exemplary mages. A mage family from the Far East, enduring for 7 generations, was quite remarkable given the circumstances. However, Kairi himself suffers from a manifestation of his family's curse that renders him sterile, unable to pass on his genetics to a child. To overcome this, his family had him adopt a distant relative as his stepdaughter. It was a move of desperation. A family has no future without an heir, but the transferring of a parent's magical crest onto their child is dangerous as is. There's the risk of rebound or rejection.
So if it's
which becomes
not
far
their
more prevalent
own
the further the recipient
child,
is in relation to the crest's current
then it
holder.
won't be as
The odds of his
dangerous.
stepdaughter surviving the transplant were low. A colder mage would simply accept the risk and
Okay,
press
well, no,
forward.
never mind.
Kairi cared
Whatever that
deeply for
black
his
stuff
stepdaughter
is.
and was devastated when the procedure
Yeah.
wound up killing her. Unable to bear this pain further, he accepted himself as the last of his lineage and rejected a life of research in order to profit from his necromancy as a mercenary. A dropout from the clock tower, Kairi's status as a mage dropped, while his spellcasting remained as strong as ever. By wandering the world reaping war zones.
Oh, so he does have the eye there. Yeah, I was trying to figure, or I was trying to see, yeah, if he had it there or not, because, you know, the claws marks.
While he sports a daring attitude and outgoing persona, he still feels the pain of losing his stepdaughter. Under the guise of continuing his legacy, Kairi aims to find a way to bring his daughter back, placing his hopes in the Holy Grail to perform a miracle. Until then, he tries to cope through the unfortunate habit of smoking, such as common for mages. His preferred cigarette is an exceptionally rare Taiwanese brand called Dragon Smoke. He intentionally smokes them because their horrid taste makes him feel the world's transient nature. Perhaps this informs his approach to combat. The mystic codes he creates combine elements of the dead with modern weaponry. He is most like Kiritsugu Emiya in this regard, and his weapons are considered just as heretical. Regardless, it's hard to argue against how effective they are. Kairi fights with a sawed-off shotgun that fires human fingers as bullets. The result is a
Wait,
deadly
what?
combination of physical force and the evocation
Okay.
of the Gundo curse on his targets. The bullets
Literal
embed themselves into the
fingers.
target, releasing the curse to burst their heart for a sure
Okay.
kill. Thanks to the magical properties of this shotgun, he need not worry about precise aim.
So,
The bullets will actually hone onto his enemies. Despite this, the gun needs reloading, and to provide cover
is
during
that a
time,
heart
he
gun?
relies on
Or
unique
heart
grenades.
grenade?
These grenades are made from a mage's heart, stuffed with teeth and nails to provide shrapnel.
Okay.
When hit by the shrapnel, victims will essentially die from concentrated poison.
So are those like personally
Kairi has
made,
a
like
number of
not
tools in his
actual
arsenal
hearts
beyond
and
offensive
fingers,
weaponry.
or is
He
he
can deploy a reanimated monkey hand
For
to
real?
construct a barrier, and the eyes
Okay.
of animals to supplement his own vision remotely. He's also quite adept at making herbal mixtures. His most iconic
Nah, it seems
concoction
like
is
those
an
are
antidote for
actual
poison
parts
made
that
from the
he's
venom of a
using.
hydra. Simply handling and processing the venom is an exceptionally deadly 3-hour process, and even then, the resulting poison is only enough to coat a single dagger. Of course, Kairi is definitely not the only necromancer out there, though I will say their respective approaches are quite unique. The deceased mage, Trevor Pelham Codrington, was a necromancer who constructed his workshop over a barren wasteland, constantly ravaged by lightning. He combined his talents as a necromancer with the help of fairies like Fae to turn those who died in his wasteland into ravenous black dogs as a defensive measure.
They're like a whole
Many
beast
necromancers
right there,
still
unless it's
involved
zoomed
with the
in.
Clock Tower are far more tame, avoiding the controversial techniques of their ambitious peers, making it so that necromancy doesn't bask in the spotlight of study or discourse. Yet I nonetheless wanted to enlighten you of their existence. In summation, necromancy is the craft of processing and utilizing corpses as tools for magecraft. This can mean animating the dead, constructing creatures, or embedding their bodies into mystic codes. To succeed in this craft, necromancers isolate themselves to catacombs, tombs, and graveyards, while taking to the battlefield to raid the bodies of newly fallen warriors. Not all are quite this ambitious, but such is the life of Kairi Shishigo, the most infamous necromancer. He remains in contact with the clock tower, serving as a mercenary who sticks to the underground society of Magecraft. Despite being so capable, his feats come as a result of his own weakness, his inability to protect his beloved stepchild. While his combative nature stands out the most among his peers, other necromancers certainly keep their heads down. thriving in society off the bodily remains of the deceased.
Okay, and that's it for this one. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much about it. But yeah, from what I can see, yeah, there are some others that can use it, because he kept on talking about, what was it, Kyrie, his name is. So yeah, obviously he would be like the main one, but there are like a few others, but not too many, just like the rooms, because I don't think many people could use the rooms either. So yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, I mean, do the fingers do more damage or something, or does he just make them like that? Okay, it's, yeah, just like the heart. Like, what, grenade here? Like, does that do more damage as well? Or did he just specifically make it like that? But yeah, other than that though, you're not too much after that with the necromancy. So yeah, you can basically just take the dead and yeah, kind of make them, well, yeah, like how you said, yeah, something similar to like familiars, you know, have them work for you, you know, but except the downside to it is just they can turn on you, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, as long as you can at least control them, if I'm right, you know, if you can control them right, then yeah, you shouldn't have too many problems unless they can still turn no matter what, really. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much about it. So yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna be until I do the next, like number 11. But yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, other than that, yeah, this one was pretty good. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, subscribe again, and y'all see you guys in the next one.